Right, this year I've decided to grow some potatoes again. I did them a few years back, but this year I decided to grow some more spuds. And I grow them in containers, or bags really. I've got the bags already, and as you can see I've got the potatoes. Now then, it is advisable to what they call chit. It is C-H-I-T, which is basically, well, I use an egg box. It holds them firm with the eyes of the potato, the eye end facing up, and I put them on a windowsill. And as I say, I use egg boxes because it holds them firm. And you just wait until they start sprouting, which is called chitting. It's not, you don't have to do it, but it is advisable. They will start growing when you plant them in your container. They will start growing a lot quicker. So that's what I've done, and I'll just wait now for as long as it takes. You'll see the sprouts starting to form. These are called Premier. I decided to go for these. I've not grown these before, but they're a popular potato. They're a heavy cropper, and they're resistant to blight and to potato scab. Now, the last time I grew my own potatoes, I did get a lot of the potatoes. They did have scab on them, but it's not a problem. You can eat potato that, if they've formed scab, or just peel it off. So yeah, that's it. So I'll just wait now for them to start sprouting. Okay, so this is 4 weeks later, and as you can see, sprouting, coming along very well on every single one, even the little one. So yeah, this is 4 weeks later since I started the chitting process. They're not ready to go out just yet. It's there's about 10 days left of February, so I'll be putting them out probably a few weeks, because there's still chance of frost. So that's it. That's the spuds 4 weeks later. Okay, so this is what they look like 8 weeks from when I started to, since I started to start the chit process. You can see sprouting probably about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, something like that. So this is 8 weeks later. So yeah, time to put them in the bags of compost. That's the next stage. Some good shoots on them, on all of them, even the small one there. So these are Premier. That's the variety of these spuds, called Premier. Yeah, so anyway, time to put them in the bags of compost. Okay, when it comes to planting your spuds, you can use a wide variety of containers or sacks, like the ones I'm going to use here. But the main thing is, always make sure that they've got drainage holes. If you're using buckets, big buckets or something, drill a lot of holes in the bottom. They must be well drained. And for this size of sack, I'm just going to put 2 in each one. I'm going to do 3. So I've got 6 seed potatoes, and I'm just going to put 2 in each sack. Now I've already put about 3 inches of compost. You can see I'm using multi-purpose compost. You can use topsoil, but I'm using multi-purpose compost. Like I say, I've put about 3 inches of compost, and just place 2 seed potatoes on top of the compost, and then just cover them over with more compost. So you've got about a couple of inches above the potato. Keep it nice and loose, don't push it down. Once you've done that, just water it in, and that's it. Now as the shoots facing upwards, by the way the shoots on the seed potato facing up. Yeah, now as they grow, 2-3 inch of shoots will come through the soil or the compost. All you do then is just keep adding compost as they grow, until, just keep doing that until you reach, say, 2 inches just below the top of your container, just to allow for watering. And then you let the foliage grow. Like I say, keep watering, but don't overwater. And then in about, well, you can feed, I feed with a liquid tomato food every other week, so it feeds and waters at the same time. Yeah, so I'm going to do 3 of these sacks. I've got one spare, which I'll put 3 in one of the sacks. And then about 10-12 weeks you can harvest. Make a note, put it on a calendar of when you've actually planted your spuds, because it's easy to forget. But if you have forgotten, if you haven't made a note and you can't remember when you've planted your spuds, a rule of thumb is when the foliage starts to die, starts to fade, turn to yellow and browny and starts to die off, and it's time to harvest your spuds. Now then, they need to be in a bright, sunny position. Potatoes like the sun, and that's it. That's all you do. It's very, very easy to grow spuds. Like I say, I could put 3 in for this size container, but I'm just going to put 2 in each one. And that's it, that's all you do. About 10-12 weeks you'll harvest your spuds, and that's it. It's very simple. Like I said, these are premier variety. So that's it, that's how to grow seed potatoes in containers.